Hello, everybody, and welcome to Manga Reflux. Once again, we have no Bleach because Kubo's sick or something. He's supposed to be in the hospital, so that's supposedly gonna come back next week. But in the meantime, we get to run through more of these Naruto retrospectives because that's, frankly, I'm getting sick of Naruto. I don't know about anyone else, but starting to really get the whole fanfiction author thing of not being able to last beyond, the first part. So, but...
Dude, you gotta make it your own.
Yeah, so... that's gonna be really annoying. We have special guest, Hugh.
Also known as Hugford Job.
Yeah. Whatever.
We're going to need an actual name.
Hugh.
Hugh.
It's
All
Hugh
right.
is easy.
And he's making annoying noises on his mic, and I don't know what it is.
What? That's not me. I haven't done anything.
Okay.
Is it me?
Was it Ken?
No, I'm not touching my mic.
I don't even have a
Wait.
mic to touch. My shit's built in.
Very strange. Okay, never mind then. So, first up, we're going to do 2 arcs for Naruto again. Well, this time, rather, because they're decently sized ones, and thus, will take us through the whole episode. So, first up, we have Pain's Assault, and Ken, are you going to run us through this?
Yeah.
Yeah, because he knows this stuff, and we don't.
Fair enough.
Alright. So, first of all, we don't get to Naruto yet. Sasuke's doing his grieving and his anger thing over finding out that Itachi did everything he did to protect him. The mental torture and the hiding things and the running off to join the enemy and all that stuff and the years of deceit. Yeah, it was all to protect his little brother. And now Sasuke's all, Itachi was the greatest man ever.
A+ brothering.
Yeah, that's
Sibling
class
love right
act.
So now he's an Akatsuki. Sasuke is.
Yeah.
And Toby sends him on his first mission. Go take your team of scrubs and capture Killer Bee, the Eight-Tails Jinchuriki.
The only decently powerful one.
Yeah,
This cannot possibly go wrong.
totally. You have a swordsman that can't use his kick-ass sword because Killer Bee takes it from him and beats another member of Sasuke's own team with the sword.
That's pretty much like ripping somebody's own arm off and then beating him to death with it.
So Sasuke realizes pretty quickly, these guys suck. I have to do this myself with my brand new shiny Sharingan that I got from realizing Itachi is my favorite person in the world. That didn't work. Killer Bee has 8 swords that he somehow uses in all of his joints. He holds 2, has 2 in the inside of his elbows and shoulders and shit. It's really weird. And he ends up stabbing Sasuke with all of them. It's great.
It's pretty awesome.
It was really great.
Okay, I was not aware of this part of Killer
Neither was
Bee's
I. I'm
fantasy
like, how the
stuff.
fuck? They don't all point in the same direction.
He only did it this one time.
Make it fine.
It was really awesome.
Okay. I guess that was an attempt at refuge in audacity a la Three Sword style from One Piece, only he took it just that little bit too far.
Naruto logic.
Sure.
But Sasuke gets saved when we reveal Karin's one useful ability. You can heal yourself by biting her and sucking her chakra out. Which was great, because it allowed Sasuke to get back up and get hit with a monster lariat that freaking blew his chest open.
Yeah.
Which we revealed Jugo's use of being around. Because Sasuke has a cursed seal, that cursed seal is originally from Jugo. So anything that has a cursed seal on it, Jugo can pretty much heal them with part of his own body. So basically, these people just exist for Sasuke to get respawns.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
Well, as teams go, that's better than Team 7.
Also true.
Well, teamwork-wise, yeah, I guess. So anyway, at this point, Killer Bee stops fucking around and transforms into the Eight Tails. Which is...
Woo.
And unlike the other teams, or unlike the rest of Akatsuki, these people are not tailored to fight actual Biyu. Kind of not what they're good at. So Suigetsu
Not so much.
What exactly are they tailored to fight? I mean... No, what are they actually good at fighting? I don't...
No. Their only real use was to find Itachi.
Yeah, you're assuming they have an actual use here? I don't think that's the case.
Suigetsu tries to beat Killer Bee by merging with all the water in the area. That shit didn't work. And Sasuke uses a Matarasu on the gigantic ox thing. And that somehow stops it long enough for him to cut off a tentacle. That somehow beats it. Apparently. So he grabs what's left of Killer Bee and drags him back to the base. And that's when they realize, hey, wait a minute, we didn't actually get Killer Bee, we just got a fucking tentacle.
Yeah, switcheroo.
Killer Bee threw that fight on purpose so that he could have an excuse to leave Kumo, because he never gets to.
As far
Killer
as things
Bee's
go,
great.
that's pretty clever.
So now Killer Bee's loose to rap along the free world.
Not just rap, Enka rap.
Oh,
It's the new hot shit. Yeah. Meanwhile, somewhere else,
Yes.
I guess.
Pain's done fucking around, and he wants Naruto. He wants him bad. So now...
Ew.
Not quite Orochimaru wants Sasuke's body levels, but I mean, it's pretty strong desire.
Are you sure? Because I'm pretty sure he'd use his body after he was done, turning into a lifeless husk.
That actually makes sense. So,
So yes, he wants his body.
All right, good point.
probably make the dumbass path or something.
Really, Casey?
What?
The dumbass.
Sounds reasonable. It's a secret seventh path. No one wants to talk about it because,
For
dumbass.
obvious reasons.
it's the adopted child of the family.
It has more plot armor than the other paths, so
That's
it will
also a
survive.
good point.
Alright, so pretty much Pain has the 6 paths, just wreck shit in Konoha. Looking for people to interrogate to find out where Naruto is, because at this point Naruto's gone off to fulfill Jiraiya's will and learn Sage Mode.
Okay, Sage Mode. Let's analyze Sage Mode for a second. Sage implies, great wisdom and learning and understanding of the ways of the universe and all that stuff. Mode sounds like something you would use with your computer. Or, it doesn't mesh very well as names
Sounds
go.
very Gundam.
Oh, but yeah.
True.
I always thought that name was weird. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's just me.
I don't know. What would you call it?
We'll give you.
Senjutsu just makes sense. I mean,
Yeah, they pretty much could have just...
But isn't that the name of the chakra? Senjutsu chakra. I thought it was.
I mean, it is.
Senjutsu just means sage technique, so
Oh, okay.
I mean,
it would have made sense.
Yeah,
but
that's what the chakra's called, Senjutsu chakra, but they could have just called it Senjutsu. I came to teach you Senjutsu. That.
Sage Mode.
But anyway, Pain is wrecking shit in Konoha. And because Konoha only expected they expected Pain to be one person, they didn't realize they were getting hit by 6 different Pains all over the place that did different shit.
So much pain.
So much pain. Pain for the whole village. Everyone gets some pain.
He's handing it out
Did
like
we miss a
Oprah for his
bit?
cars.
Did we miss a bit? I thought Pain's
No.
opening move was just to flatten the city. Basically.
No,
Yeah,
that
nope.
came much later.
Pain
Didn't it?
Oh,
went
okay.
to interrogate. He needed to figure out where Naruto was, so he like sent in his separate bodies to go and grab people to interrogate them.
Right.
With
By
that weird thing that kind of grabs your tongue, like
Yeah,
soul through your mouth kind of thing.
Yeah. There were two ways he did it. The first way was that way. It would like grab your tongue. He had one that would
And
like
if you
grab.
died, it would just rip it out. It would just rip your soul out by holding your tongue. It makes
Yeah.
sense.
And the other one would just read your mind, but at the same time steal your soul.
I think that's how it read your mind, is it ripped out your soul and just copied everything, which is, I think, how soon Shizuno died the first time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's one of the ways.
Hmm.
So anyway, while all this is happening, everyone in the village is trying to fight these pains. And what's Tsunade doing? Not fighting these pains. She's on the roof of the academy, using her slug summon to heal any villager who was injured during the attack.
Look at how useful she is. I guess if they had any competent fighters and she was healing them, it would be useful, but, I mean...
Well, to be fair,
I don't
like
know.
how
She's
well
taking
she
the
did.
Good Samaritan route.
Not even that. The Good Samaritan helped a guy when the attack had already happened, and thus the attacker was long gone. Tsunade is
Just putting them back
helping
in
the people
place.
that were attacked while someone else is still attacking other people, like right over there.
Like it's more like say, hey, you just got screwed over by that guy. Here, now you're here. Go get screwed over by him again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
In The Last of Us, you don't start healing people until the person that killed the person is gone. Is defeated.
Unless you want
and
to waste a
killed.
lot of supplies, anyway.
Yeah. So Tsunade is still kind of pointless, and once again we are legitimized in our view that Tsunade was a terrible choice for Hokage. So, I feel validated. How about everyone else?
Well, she was a drunken gambler. Like that kind of gave it from the very beginning.
Makes me feel
I was
sad.
okay with her, honestly. I don't care.
Anyway, meanwhile, other people are actually fighting Pain, such as Kakashi, who ends up fighting the main Pain and the robot Pain, which are the main Pain, the Deva Path and the Asura Path. So he's getting backup from Choji and Choji's dad. And that's when he figures out how badass the Deva Path is with his gravity techniques. And, well, he winds up getting killed. He ends up getting a nail flicked through his face.
Kakashi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh.
Well,
Well,
trapped
I
on
knew
the
he
ground.
died. I didn't know how.
He's kind of like trapped on the ground and gets wrecked.
Yeah. It was pretty
Oh.
sweet.
I know. I was actually happy when he died. I was like, finally, like an actual character goes down. I was like,
And he gets
And then
this whole afterlife fireplace moment with his dad. They talk about their lives and everything. And it's
Yeah,
nice.
see, this could have really been a watershed moment for the whole series.
that's why I was happy. It was a great moment.
And out of all these ninja that are engaging and losing to Pain, you know who actually went and winds up beating one of the paths?
Konohamaru. Sorry. I was sorry. I'll shut
Well, the
up.
Ross, you can say what you can say. You're a guest. You can speak. You're here to speak.
Mm.
You beat them with a
You
Rasen
spoiled the
gun.
suspense, but yeah.
I know. I couldn't help it. It was so ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not great.
He beats him with a Rasen gun that he learned from Naruto and learned how to do in the exact same way with a clone. Because that's the best way to use a Rasen gun.
See, I don't.
Okay.
Why would he teach him like this? Konohamaru has actual control. I mean, he spent years learning it. Why not put it to use?
Yeah, didn't he make it like on his own, like without the clone's help? He just
No, he used the clone.
Oh, okay.
But, okay, I just want to go back a step to this whole everyone's dying thing.
Mm-hmm.
Again, this could have been a watershed moment, because Konoha is basically fucked at this point, right?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
pretty much.
All of the major players are dying one by one. And then Naruto comes back. Spoilers, Naruto comes back. And everyone's dead, and he has to fight Pain. Imagine if they didn't hit the reset button.
The series would have been much better for it, clearly.
Naruto now has no home. Akatsuki is still at large, because they still have fucking Toby and whatever. And now he has to sort of rally the other villages to actually, you know, stop the world from being destroyed. So he becomes it's a you can't go home again moment.
Pretty much, yeah.
But no, reset button, whatever. So
Honestly,
that was me
I would
jumping
have thought
the
he
gun.
would have been. I thought he would have lost it, like when he came back, like seeing like everyone's been completely screwed over. It's like, wouldn't that have been the moment where he just goes absolutely ballistic because everybody is gone?
No, ship tease.
Yeah, we gotta have our big moment that gets completely ignored. God damn it.
I
mean-
favorite moment in the series.
Okay.
We'll get to that.
Sorry.
Wasn't that where like the season ended as well? Didn't that wasn't that the season break as well? In the translations, anyway. Like they had like a long ass break as soon as they translated that episode.
Huh.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I've read it, so I don't.
Didn't watch it.
Uh,
Yeah. So, where were we? Oh yeah, Konohamaru is doing the Rasengan and freaking
Yeah.
winning for some reason.
He makes it retreat because he doesn't actually kill it, because the paths can actually heal them. They can one path can actually heal the others.
yeah, that one that eats them is weird.
Yeah. So they end up beginning to figure out the secret to the 6 paths of pain, that none of the bodies are actually real. They are all implanted with chakra receivers and get chakra from the main one that controls them all. They're all just corpses. Pain's real body somewhere else, blah, blah, blah. And Pain, because Pain realizes that Naruto is not there. He's training with the Toads on their little mountain place that's too far for him to reach. So he gets pissed and ends up flattening Konoha with one gigantic gravity move. City Buster, if you will.
Yeah, that was pretty great.
Killing
Yeah,
what should have been
kinda
a
was,
large
actually.
portion of the village. Casey only knows from the games.
Yeah, the games were great. Really got rid of a lot of this bump that no one really cares about. So that was. We didn't even see Konohamaru at all.
But he's such an important character.
No, he's not.
But he beat
You
the
were
Pain.
pretty quick with that rebuttal.
No, he didn't.
Wait, did he actually beat the pain, or was it like before or after that where they did the whole soul like truth lie thing on him? Was that before or after he hit it with the Rasengan?
They never actually did it or tried it on Konohamaru. He ended up showing up when they were doing it on his teacher, and he ends up fighting it and making it retreat with the Rasengan that he learned the wrong way. Anyway, Toads catch word of this attack at Konoha because Danzo ends up killing their messenger, and they find out about that shit. The messenger there to make sure that they realize they know when something happened. Danzo killed that shit so that the Nine Tails wouldn't be within Pain's grasp, which kind of makes sense actually.
Kind of a dick way to go about it, but I mean, he's not wrong.
Mm. See, here's another thing about. We'll get to Donzo in a bit more extensively, but his whole method wasn't entirely wrong. They just decided he's going to be a villain, so he's going to be a villain.
Yeah.
They just decided to be a dick about it.
So he's the evil ninja?
Because he
He's a ninja.
assassinates and sabotages And steals and lies and cheats. Like a fucking ninja. Anyway. Again, where were we? Everyone figured... Oh, yeah, City Buster.
Yeah, and so Toads reverse summon Naruto and a few of the big Toads back to Konoha. And the big Toads do all of Jack's shit against Pain. Pain sends them all flying with one Shinra Tensei. Like, out of the village.
Yeah, pretty much.
I gotta say, I do like that technique, though. Shinra Tensei. It's like just a fuck you technique.
Yeah. It's real overpowered, all right, but it's a good one.
So, using his newly learned Senjutsu and Sage mode, Naruto defeats one of the path bodies with his new technique that he spent a month working on while doing all this Senjutsu stuff. A Rasen Shuriken that he can throw.
Whoa.
When all you have is a hammer.
Fair enough.
But
Then again, he does have two hammers now, technically.
Yeah.
The clone being the first one.
So, but he uses
I never
one
understood why they made the
other hammer. Go ahead, Hugh.
No, I was going to say, I never understood why they made the whole big thing about the Rasen Shuriken wrecking up his arm when he used it in close combat. He could have just used a clone to do it. Problem solved.
He couldn't throw it at that point. But
yeah, that's what I'm saying. They made the
clone...
whole thing about him having to throw it so he didn't wreck his arm when he used it in close combat.
Right. I don't think he could... Like, the clone couldn't keep it stabilized or something was the implication, but
no,
yeah.
I think the damage is done to his arm while he's still holding it, so it would dispel as soon as he started the technique, basically.
Oh, right, yeah, clones are fragile like that.
But then wouldn't he have the same problem when he's doing it from long range, if it's just him holding it?
Well, it doesn't hurt him now. When he uses it with Sage mode, that's the only time he can throw it, and when he uses it that way, it doesn't hurt him.
Alright.
So, he ends up defeating the energy-absorbing Predapath that can actually bring the others back because apparently Sage Chakra, when absorbed, turns you to stone. So he beats that one too, leaving the Deva Path, the gravity-using one, as the last one standing.
Credit where it's due. Kill the medic first.
Also, killing the enemy with the weakness of the very energy you use is pretty cool.
Though, again, that was probably entirely accidental.
Yeah, a little bit, probably.
He had no fucking idea that would work.
So he ends up fighting the most badass Pain that ends up kicking his ass and wrecking his shit despite his power-up and pinning him to the ground with those rod things that are kind of cool. Naruto asks why Pain did everything he did, to which Pain replies the world could never have the peace Jiraiya fought for, because the world is too full of hatred. So the only way to create world peace is through force. And he again reiterates...
nuclear, American whatever.
Way.
Yeah, his nuclear tailed beach plan. And this,
Sorry, Americans.
So this is the part, while Pain is explaining his plan, that Naruto's one true love comes to save him. Yay. Funny, so you're excited for this, aren't you?
It was cool at the time, and then they just kind of didn't do anything with it. Yay.
So Hinata comes, willing to stand and fight for Naruto, despite the fact she has absolutely no chance of winning this at all. And he just flicks, Pain just flicks her away with a Shinra Tensei, as he should have done.
Mm-hmm.
And Naruto freaks out. Now here's the thing. He freaks out, but this literally never comes. He freaks out because she's hurt in particular, but this never comes up again. This is never spoken of. No one talks about this after this happens. Anything.
Yeah.
They gave us
the film
that thing.
come out yet?
Dunno.
Has the shipping film come out yet?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
Just
I'm wondering. I'm wondering whether they're going to have a flashback to that moment, and they're going to say, oh, look how significant this was. Like, yeah, we totally acknowledge that. And it didn't take us like 6 years to do it.
They damn well better.
You have too much faith, Slicer. Just let it go.
Sort of.
Which movie is this?
The film that's going to connect the ending with the epilogue.
Was that the last movie?
I forget.
I thought that came out already.
What I tell you, it might have. I don't know.
I thought it came out last year.
No. It's if it was out, it wouldn't be that long ago.
Well, yeah, December apparently.
Huh.
Oh, but not outside of Japan until the 17th of January this year.
Oh, I guarantee someone subtitled it already.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what would be a great idea?
No.
Oh, it'd be such a great idea.
Why?
If you mean
Slicer Rage for 2 hours? I don't want to listen to Slicer Rage for 2 hours.
I kind of do.
I kind of do too, actually. That sounds great.
I'd listen to it.
Alright, we might see about doing something with that, maybe. Once
you
we
mean
finish
what
with the
we already
retrospective.
decided? You already said we were going to do like a Let's Watch thing, or the idea was being considered, or whatever.
It's being considered. That's being considered. Once we've done with the retrospectives.
We're going to watch the
We'll
movies? Great.
Not all of them, just this last one. No one wants to sit through all of them. Jesus Christ.
Why? You don't want to sit through blips and zeppelins and trains and machine gun kunai launchers?
Those are pretty cool.
And that was all in the first film. God damn it.
Don't you want to compare the different colored movie chakra Rasengans and see which one's the best?
Yeah. I think I've actually seen most of the movies already, so, can I bow out of that and let you guys suffer in silence?
No.
Or without
Okay, the Elseworld kind of one was supposedly okay. The one that was like, oh, Naruto's, named Menma, and he's a dickhead.
Oh,
and
that
he's
one.
in Anbu or
Yeah, that
something.
one's pretty good, yeah.
That one was supposedly pretty good, so we're not going to do it. I'm just going to get that right out there. No, we're not doing that one. We might do the last one, because it's important to the plot and canon, so, Unlike the rest of the films. Slicer.
I'm not saying they're important or I like them. I'm saying they're canon.
No, they're not.
Just, in case of offense, what part of Zero Tails is canon? Just going to throw that out there right now.
I don't know. I didn't see that one.
Exactly.
Is that even a movie or is that a filler arc?
Yeah, no, that's a movie. That was Bonds. Oh, they're shipping in the movie Bonds.
Oh, yeah.
Goddamn Zero Tail.
The fucking leech. Zero Tails leech.
Yep.
Yeah. So,
Snake leech.
where were we?
I don't know.
Hinata has to fight Pain for her man and get smacked.
Oh, yeah. That bit. Slicer, give us your detailed insights into this pivotal scene, please.
It went about as well as you'd expect. I mean, I like Hinata, and I would have liked her to at least stood up to him in some competent manner, but no, he was the overpowered character of the time, so that fight should have lasted about half as long as it did.
There's been 8 overpowered characters at the time. It's really depressing that has been such a staple of the series.
Yeah.
To the point where it was at the ending as well, after they defeated 7 others.
You want to know how overpowered Pain was for the time? After Hinata goes down, Naruto actually starts transforming into the 9 tails, going, I think, up to either 7 or 8 tails.
8.
Yeah, he does the full 8, yeah. Does 9 for a split second.
Yeah.
And
then we get interrupted.
And Pain is still taking his ass on. And he gets, like they say that he gets interrupted because Naruto has a moment inside of his head just before he's going to pull the seal off and let it all out.
Let it all hang out. Yeah. So, we get an interruption from
The man,
a dumbass.
yeah, the man who put it there in the first place. The greatest ninja ever, with the best techniques ever. Everyone's hero, the fourth Kage. There was a part of him inside of the seal as a failsafe in case Naruto ever wanted to take the thing off.
Yeah. Okay. Was it canon that Naruto hits him?
Yes.
Okay.
Is it?
I'm glad that that's actually canon and part of it, because that was well deserved.
And they speak, and he reveals that he's Naruto's father. And he gives the whole backstory behind what exactly was behind the original attack on Konoha, the Nine Tails did, and blah, blah, blah.
Uchiha in a mask. We think it's Madara Uchiha, even though he's supposed to be dead. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Misinformation, false leads, red herrings, etc.
And then he sends Naruto back to finish off his fight with Pain with a pat on the back and I believe in you, son.
This specific event also spawned a lot of redo fics.
Yeah, it did, didn't it? I remember.
Like, instead of sending him back into the fight, he sends him back to when he was a genin, or whenever the author decides.
Yeah. I'm kind of okay with a lot of those fics. I mean,
I like them.
I haven't actually read anywhere that was the point of the change.
It's a lot more common to have it from the very end when we have, like, Madara kicking ass, or Obito kicking his ass, or now Kaguya kicking his ass. But at the time, it's like, what, 5-6 years ago? Yeah, this was the point where it all went tits up. Because no one thought it could get any worse than this.
They were wrong. Those fools.
Yeah, so
the battle continues and it ends with Naruto.
Actually, sorry. Oh. Just want to say, I'd like to see a series actually do this in canon. The whole redo thing.
No.
The only one I can think of is Haruhi, and that was really bad.
I don't.
No, there was also Magicano. God damn it, that was appalling. That's all about redos.
I think it could be an interesting concept at the very least. Just split it into two parts. The first part is the first run, and the second part is the second run, where he tries to do better and still cocks it up.
Have you ever seen Steins Gate?
No.
You really need to. It's a great show.
Well, that's all I'm going to say about that. Go ahead.
He's got nothing. He was laughing at you.
Right.
Where were we?
All right, the end of the fight. Naruto figures out the 5-second timer on Shinra Tensei and ends up trying to counter it by using an ass load of clones to try and shit stomp on Pain, making him force them all away and wasting his 5-second window so that Naruto can Rasengan his face. So that's how he beats the last Pain body.
Whoa. Clones and the hammer. Yay.
Hammer and the hammer that you use with the other hammer.
Yeah.
Because no tails can suddenly do it, 8 tails could not.
Well, to be fair, like Nagato had wasted a lot of chakra between the destroying the city and the fighting of the 8-tailed Naruto. He wasted a lot of his shit by then. Speaking of Nagato, Naruto goes and tracks him down and finds him and asks him why he hated Konoha and why is he doing this instead of, just pulping his face.
As he probably deserved.
Yeah, but
then we wouldn't have everybody come back to life.
I can understand wanting some understanding of the situation after finding out your entire home was just destroyed. You would want to know why. Why would anyone do this? And you would probably ask, and then you would get an unsatisfactory answer, and then you would pulp his face.
You should get an unsatisfactory answer, but
yeah.
This was an unsatisfactory answer because then we get Nagato's backstory.
You killed my dog.
That I thought that was a joke. That was literally it, wasn't it?
Yeah, no, that was it. That's actually what happened. It's not the main reason it turned evil, but it's one of them.
You killed my dog. I'm gonna become God and end all wars, so that no one else's dog has to suffer my dog's fate.
God is a dog person.
Pretty
Really, anagrammatically speaking, we probably should have seen it coming. But ting.
Oh, yeah. All right.
I need a
got it.
desk.
Okay, so...
I mean, it didn't really help because Jiraiya kind of treated him like Jesus. Because he had the
Yeah, that was a
Rinnegan.
mistake.
Yeah, apparently Jiraiya learned his lesson from that and thus decided to treat Naruto like a piece of shit that he wanted to get rid of all the time.
That was also a mistake, but for different reasons.
It worked, though, I guess. I mean,
Yeah, it kind of worked in this case. I mean, you got Nagato to bring everybody he killed during the battle in Konoha back. At the cost of his own life.
Resurrection is a cop-out.
Yes, it
Always.
is.
It makes all of that satisfying, worthwhile development from everything that happens, and it just resets it like that. Just gone. Doesn't matter anymore. Who cares? You know what? That even turned Twilight fans away.
What?
The very end of... I don't know if it happened like this in the book, but apparently at the end of the last film, there was this big climactic battle between, like, evil vampires and good vampires and werewolves and stuff. And it had this big, sprawling battle and all this stuff, and then it's revealed to have just been a vision implanted in the bad guy's head, and that's what's going to happen if you try this now. And he just, okay, and runs away.
I'm so glad I didn't make it past the first 30 minutes of the first movie.
People booed that shit. Twilight fans booed that shit. So, yeah.
Shouldn't they have seen it coming?
Resurrection's a bad thing. Just cop-outs of like, no, they didn't die, that didn't happen. We can't get rid of this character, he's too popular, we can't do that. No, you can't do that.
Don't lynch us, please. We like living.
It makes it meaningless. So
Itachi.
Sort of.
I don't think Itachi counts, because he comes back and it's very clear that it's temporary.
Yeah.
And he was brought back for a very specific reason, to point out how fucking stupid Sasuke was being.
I'll allow it.
Which didn't really stop him from being stupid, particularly, but, you know, it was a valid effort, you know, so...
It's a good try.
Yeah.
Nah.
So, therapy, no jutsu, and all that stuff.
Yeah, and Konan.
Everything's okay, and Naruto's a hero, save the village and stuff, and everyone acknowledges him, right?
Yep.
Sort of.
You're a hero now. Now here comes the fallout. There's actual fallout. Tsunade's in a coma because she used all of her chakra healing everybody, so they need a new Hokage.
Yeah, that healing everybody.
Kind of redundant.
Yeah, a
Utterly
little
pointless.
bit. And once again, only validates the fact that we could have done with someone who would actually fight. You know, stop the bad guys so he will stop killing people.
But that's the hero's job.
Okay.
I'm
So,
sorry,
yeah.
we're dealing with a anime here. That's the man's job.
I was going to say that, but I thought it was way too SJWE, even for me. But it's still a valid point. So yeah. that's pretty much the end of the pain arc, and everyone's trying to rebuild, and thus we get into the 5 Kage Summit.
Yeah. 5 Kage Summit. They need a new Hokage. What are we going to find in Hokage? Who's good enough to be Hokage? Kakashi's...
I'll be Hokage.
Yes, Danzo. Everyone's favorite old man with one eye and schemes and plots. He's able to persuade the Fire Daimyo, who is a complete pushover, by the way. Like, he is not a head of state at all. Like, he's awful.
Wait, they actually mentioned the Fire Daimyo?
Yeah.
Wow.
He's in the room. They're in the tent, deciding who gets to take over.
That's a thing. I didn't know they actually, appeared.
Yeah.
Except when they were getting eaten by the tree.
Yeah, they appeared here. Well, the fire one did at least. To say that Danzo is the acting sixth Hokage. And immediately upon acquiring his title, Danzo labels Sasuke Uchiha a missing ninja and orders someone to go kill him.
Okay, you can't call Danzo a villain anymore. No, that's...
And it was a popular decision.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
Better be.
Meanwhile, Kumo sends a team of ninja of their own to get information on Sasuke, who, as far as they know, beat up and took away their beloved Killer Bee. And
oh, yeah, they don't know he's actually alive yet, do they?
yeah, they don't know he's alive yet. So the first place they go is to Sasuke's old teammate. They go to Naruto and Sakura and demand to know where Sasuke is. And instead of saying, hey, we don't know where Sasuke is, he left us like 3 years ago, Naruto says, we're not going to tell you anything. Please don't go after Sasuke. Hurt me until you feel better. And they do.
Yeah, they beat the shit out of him.
It's kind of cathartic how they hurt him so much for being so stupid. It's
nice to see him getting punished for it for once, yeah.
It's like they're literally trying to beat sense into him.
Now, this is the arc where after putting your badass big boy pants on, Naruto kind of slips into bitch mode.
A little bit.
And never comes out of it.
Yeah.
Because there's something worse that happens a little bit later. At this point, it's time for the summit because shit's happening around the ninja world to all of our villages, and nobody knows how to fix it. So, hey, let's go to a neutral location, Land of Iron, governed by samurai, who don't really have shit to do with ninjas, so there's going to be no reason for them to pick sides or anything, and hash this shit out like grown people with words.
At the very least, that neutral stance, holds out. They remain neutral, which is cool.
Until Danzo fucks it up, but yes.
Well, yeah. That's what he does. So, I mean, I can't really fault I can't think of a good metaphor, but yeah.
So
that's what he does.
On the way to the summit, Danzo reveals that he is not just an old man with a busted arm and one eye. He has 2 eyes, and one of those eyes is a Sharingan.
He has like 10 eyes.
Of course it is.
Shush.
He's an arm covered of them.
He only shows one at that point.
Ah.
Yeah, so...
Meanwhile, Naruto also catches wind of this summit and realizes, hey, with all the Kage in one place, we might be able to get the right Kage to call off wanting to murder Sasuke, because he doesn't understand. He doesn't understand Sasuke like I do. Maybe I could talk to him and get him to stop. Let's leave Konoha and go find him.
Isn't this highly illegal and exactly the reason Sasuke is a missing man? Like...
Going against orders, yes.
And leaving. I mean, like, AWOL, specifically going against orders.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, when I was playing the games, this was even pushing me away from that.
Did they even mention that in the games, or...?
That he's going AWOL?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And being stupid, and saying, hey, I need to convince the Raikage to stop hunting the man that might have killed his brother, maybe.
Yeah. He goes,
because he's my friend, and I love him so much, but not in a gay way.
I'm totally not gay. No ninja homo.
Yeah, so that was in the games, and yeah, it pissed me off.
Yeah.
In fact, that's pretty much where it starts in 3.
Was the bowing part in the game where he bowed to the Raikage and him not to murder him?
Yep.
And the Raikage did what he should have done, was like, what the fuck are you doing, kid? Man up. And just walked past him and left.
He didn't even, like, step on him or anything for being stupid. He just walked away.
Oh, he should have stepped on him for being stupid.
Just walked all over him.
This is the point in Naruto where I just want Naruto to get hurt a lot, over and over again. Over and over again.
And Naruto is so distraught that the Raikage didn't listen to his talk no jutsu, he starts to hyperventilate. And actually faints.
It's never not worked before. He can't handle it.
Meanwhile, while Naruto is having his existential crisis, the grown people are getting the grown people business at the 5 Kage Summit, and all of them hate each other.
Shocking.
Yeah. This was actually pretty cool. I liked the whole scene with the 5 Kage. That was pretty interesting. Well, 4 Kage. I don't really count Danzo. Neither did anyone else, apparently. But,
he got no respect from anyone. It was great.
Even in the ending, they don't count him as the 6th. Kakashi takes that position, so, yeah. Yeah, but I did like seeing all of these super powerful people being interesting and having interesting discussions.
It was a 5 villages dick swinging contest.
Pretty much, but it was an entertaining one. Those were some impressive dicks, is what I'm saying. They swung.
They rivaled Gary Oak, maybe, together, combined.
Okay. So, yeah, that was a thing. What happened? I forget. Oh, the whole meeting thing. Okay, there's a line in this whole conversation. When the Tsuchikage is being a dick to Gaara and saying, hey, you're a young whippersnapper and you don't know how to be a Kage and all this stuff. And then, hey, if you want, I can give you advice. Just ask me any question from your senior. This is good advice and stuff. And Gaara says, when did you all forsake yourselves? What does that mean? I don't get that.
Everybody was young and had ideals and dreams. When did you sacrifice that to just be politicians?
Oh, so he was saying something stupid and they were treating it like it was the most inspiring thing in the world. Okay, that's fair enough.
It was he was inspired by Naruto.
Yeah, it was a Naruto moment. Like I said, it was a stupid thing to say, and they were treating it like it was gospel. Okay.
Yeah, pretty much.
That explains it, pretty much. Thank you for that. That's much appreciated.
Well, all this is happening, and Danzo's just chilling in the corner with his eye, slowly manipulating Mifune, the samurai guy, who's the overseer of the meeting. Guess who pops up?
I don't actually remember who it is, so you have to...
Oh, never mind. That doesn't happen yet, I don't think.
Oh, no, it doesn't. Danzo tries to manipulate Mifune first.
Yeah.
It's like, hey... Mifune's like, hey... Maybe Danzo should lead this whole thing.
It's against Akatsuki, because...
Yeah.
For a reason.
Because he's a super cool guy, and,
I'm the most impartial one of you all here, and I say Danzo should do it, because he's awesome, and his eye is definitely not creepy.
It's mesmerizing. That's a beautiful eye. I could swim in that eye.
And the Mizukage's bodyguard, who has a Byakugan in his eye, realizes there's something fucked up happening here. There's a Genjutsu in this room. Danza's using a Genjutsu.
Do you need a Byakugan to see that? I mean, it was pretty clear for anyone with a single bit of common sense.
I thought he was just seeing the chakra going to.
He was seeing the chakra
Danza's eye,
because
not
he could see
Genji's on
through the
broom.
thing, yeah. But, yeah. Did we ever get Ao's backstory?
No.
Aside from that he got a Byakugan at some point, somehow?
Yeah,
No,
that
I don't think
feels
so.
like it would be an interesting story considering how protective the Hyuga are of those.
No one ever talks about it.
Great. Interesting character with a potentially interesting backstory, and they ignore it completely for Naruto hyperventilating about freaking Sasuke again, right?
And then
Yeah.
to crash the moment before shit goes down because everybody's pissed and on high tension at this point because someone's been manipulating the meeting this whole time. White Zetsu pops up.
Hi! That's literally his line, if memory serves in the anime.
Yeah.
Something like that, yeah.
Meanwhile, back in Konoha, everyone's talking about what happened. Sasuke's doing criminal things and starting world incidents. And they all
Yeah.
make the very adult decision to kill him before his actions screw over someone else, screw over the village even more than it already has.
Catharsis. This is actually... I might like this arc more than any other now. Naruto gets beat up, he acts like a dumbass, and everyone calls him out on being a dumbass, and Sasuke is basically labeled as a traitor completely and that he should be killed, and everyone tries to kill Sasuke. This is the best arc ever.
Yep, they're trying to...
It's just great.
Yep, Konoha 11 try to kill Sasuke, and they put together the best squad of them to do it. Kiba, Rock Lee, Sai, and the bestest of all, if you want to kill Sasuke, Sakura.
They have other medics. I mean, I realize they're stretched thin at this point, but there are other medics in the village. Or did she just like muscle her way onto the team?
Basically.
Probably.
Well, it could only be out of the Konoha 11. I think she's the only medic among them.
That's a fair point, yeah.
No, that's not true. Hinata makes ointment.
And Ino actually can use the healing thing.
What? I remember Hinata's ointment thing, but I don't remember Ino doing anything.
That's
remotely
brought
like
up
that.
all of once.
Yeah.
Maybe twice in a flashback or something. I don't know, but it's never brought up again.
It's only brought up when Asuma's about to die and she tries to heal him, and it doesn't work because it's his heart.
Also, the medic always has to be the woman.
Pretty much, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, at least in this series it makes sense. Isn't it canon that they have better chakra control while the guys
Yes.
have more capacity? So
Yes, okay,
it makes
that's
sense
a fair
in that.
point. So, they plan on killing Sasuke.
Yep.
With 4 of them.
Yep.
4 of the schmucks against potentially one of the most powerful ninja in the land,
Okay.
that is the Kage.
Now to be fair, Rock Lee has a pretty good track record against Sasuke.
True.
Granted.
I mean, pretty much, Akiba's there to find him, and then from that point, just send Rock Lee in. Rock Lee will do work.
And then Sakura will cry, probably.
So that might have been the plan.
Actually, if memory serves, that is actually what she does.
Pretty much. She does more than that, but she does cry.
God damn it, Sakura. Yeah. So, that's going on, and they go and try to do that. And... Are we back to the Kage Summit, or are we still on these?
We can go back to the Kage Summit now.
Okay.
So Zetsu shows up, and immediately, A grabs Zetsu by the neck and snaps it, because he's mad.
Yeah.
That's how you get shit done, apparently.
Raikage smash.
Yeah. I'm okay with that.
And before he breaks his neck, pretty much all Zetsu says is, "Hey, guess what? Sasuke Uchiha is here." So Raikage snaps his neck and just barrels outside to go find Sasuke.
Good man.
And he whips
Proactive approach. I like that.
He whips Sasuke's ass.
Yeah.
It's not
break-
really a close fight.
He breaks Suigetsu's sword, which is Zabuza's sword, by the way. Jugo fully transforms to fight him, still gets his shit wrecked. And Sasuke's little baby Chidori can't do anything against A's lightning armor. I'm pretty sure the Raikage power bombs Sasuke. Like
He does,
pro
yeah.
wrestling power
Oh, yeah.
bombs.
Along with a lot of other wrestling moves that are really satisfying to see. Especially on Sasuke.
So Sasuke tries to activate his Mangekyo Sharingan again, and hey, this worked on Killer Bee, maybe it'll work on his brother. Tries to use Amaterasu on A. All A does, he burns A's arm. Guess what A does? He just chops that shit off and has his medic heal it.
It's his bare hands, isn't it?
Yeah. Just cut that off.
Why do people think I hate this arc? I don't understand.
So Gar shows up, and he's like, hey, this is getting a little bit out of hand. And Gar tries to play Naruto and talk to Sasuke to make him try and stop.
Once again, Liam O'Brien really does sell this scene.
How so?
I don't know about the Japanese voice actor, but Liam O'Brien really can bring it home when it comes to big dramatic moments and inspiring speeches. So
He gives it his best try, but then Sasuke says he's too far gone. And Gar's like, okay, I guess I'll have to kill you now. So he brings the sand.
Good.
So Sasuke can't beat him still. And the room winds up getting destroyed or something. And Sasuke retreats. Which is fine with Sasuke because the only reason he came to the summit in the first place is to kill Danzo. Because Danzo is pretty much the source of many of his woes. And he pretty much leaves Suigetsu and Jugo behind.
okay, guys, good luck. See you later.
And takes...
Try not to die. Well, you can die if you feel like it. I don't care.
Yeah,
You're not important.
he doesn't care. He takes Corinne with him only for the fact that she can sense chakra and she can tell him where Danzo is.
Mm.
The second Danzo sees Sasuke, he runs. And leaves all the other Kage there. Which, granted, is a pretty good idea because they all want to kill Sasuke. And they all try to.
Mm-hmm.
And they give it a pretty good try, actually. And they would have gotten it done. Between Mei's lava and acid and Inoki's fucking dust release thing, I don't know what the fuck it does. Turn stuff to dust.
It's
Shit.
basically particles. It reduces things to the atomic level.
Yeah.
Or,
We're not for that.
particle level at the very least.
Yeah, they would have wrecked his shit had it not been for Toby, who's intangible and can teleport. And he takes Sasuke and Corinne elsewhere.
Yeah. I love this arc.
Yeah, they thought we'd hate it because it was Sasuke getting stronger, but it was really just Sasuke getting his ass whooped for like 10 chapters by every...
Yeah. Yeah.
It was pretty great.
Yeah.
I'm going to find a gif of the Raikage powerbombing Sasuke. I need to edit them.
There would actually definitely be one of that.
Yeah. It's the internet. The internet loves that shit.
On that note, do you say GIF or GIF?
I say
GIF.
gif.
It's GIF.
Yeah. Sorry,
Anyone else
I had a
known
massive
to give a
debate with
monster?
people about it. They just couldn't understand that they were wrong.
Yeah. It's GIF. GIF is... It used to be a washing up liquid.
Oh, it still is down here.
Yeah, but they call it SIF over here. It's stupid.
What?
Apparently Europeans can't pronounce GIF.
It's got to be the French.
Yeah. It's always the French.
English people and their hatred of the French.
It's great.
This has been a great day for stereotypes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it has.
I don't like tea stuff. That was before the recording. Never mind.
Just
So
a
anyway-
little bit.
Boy.
Toby takes Sasuke away and makes Corinne heal him because, like I said, he got his ass whooped a lot.
Yeah.
And
he
he
did.
and he starts explaining some things to Sasuke. For instance, it's the first time the Sage of Six Paths comes up, and the Ten Tails comes up, and the Moon's Eye plan comes up, where Toby reveals his actual plan. He's going to take all the nine-tail beasts and seal them away into something. And with all that power, he will project Tsukuyomi off of the moon to ensnare the world in a gigantic genjutsu and take over the world.
You know, a critic once did the 10 worst villain plans list at one point that I saw. It was someone on Channel Awesome, I can't remember who. It might have been on, I think it was on Read Right to Left. This was the worst one.
Really?
Based on sheer absurdity, it would win the worst one hands down. But how does telling your enemies exactly what your plan is help you?
But you got to brag about it to somebody. I mean, what's the point in having an evil master plan if you have no one to brag about to?
He has Akatsuki.
Well,
he has an organization. He could brag to them. He could brag to Zetsu if he feels like it. I'm pretty sure Zetsu's on board.
Yeah, and he could brag to also the 100,000 brainless white Zetsu that he has as an army at this point, because he has that, by the way.
They'll cheer for him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say the Zetsus are about as smart as literal vegetables, so it's not really satisfying.
Wait, they'll cheer. That's all that matters.
Yeah.
Fair enough. I suppose if you're that egotistical, it doesn't really matter if they're smart enough. That doesn't really factor into it.
No, if you're that egotistical, everyone just seems like a brainless, brain-dead husk. Because you're an egotist, and you think you're better than everyone. That's kind of the point.
Fair enough.
So, anyway, Toby tells the Kage, you can either give me the 8 tails and the 9 tails, or you can fight me and all my 7-tailed beasts that I've already got, so bring it, bro. 4th Shinobi World War's on. And leaves.
Yeah. I don't think he gets to declare that. For one thing, he's not fighting with ninja. He's fighting with plant people things. And everyone else is a ninja, yes. Although they have samurai on their faction. This is kind of more of a world war thing going on here.
Pretty much.
Or technically you call it a police action, really, because it's not a nation. It's just some schmuck that's trying to do something really stupid.
So Toby's like, take me and my tail beast and my 100,000 strong army on, bro. Come get it. And all the other Kage are like, whoa, wow. Let's join up and make an alliance. But first,
look at the balls on this guy.
Yeah. We're going to need all of us to take on this power. The size of his girth is undeniable.
Yeah.
Fine.
So the Kage are like, okay, let's fight, and Nobito's like, okay, let's fight, and then we're pretty much back to Sasuke, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, not really. Because we move on to Killer Bee next. They go over what Killer Bee's been doing. Killer Bee went super far north after his escape to live his life and learn the secrets of Enka to go with this Enka rap.
Shinobi! God damn it, that was so great.
There's your powerbomb gift. Found it.
Really?
Oh, he's found it.
You found it?
Awesome.
Hold on, I need to look at this real quick. I have to look at this real quick and just fast. Oh, yeah. That's how you start. You destroy the ground when you jump and powerbomb someone.
It's going to take a while to load, and it'll be absolutely worth it.
On your head, Sasuke. I love you,
God
Sasuke.
damn. And he made it to the end of the series, too.
On that note, this is what I found before I found that. It came up before in the search.
Okay, I actually have things to link in the fucking description then this time. Okay?
Yeah. Powerbomb. I watched this live in 2000. It was a great year.
I just thought it was amusing that came up before what I was looking for came up.
Okay. Yeah. So, where were we?
Killer B.
Oh yeah, Killer B. Shinobi, we endure.
So Killer B is...
Shinobi,
Yeah.
etc.
So Killer B is rapping, doing his thing, and Kisame comes to find him. And Kisame is actually a really good matchup for Killer B, because he can eat Killer B's chakra.
Yeah, because he was tailored to fight Biju.
Yeah.
Because Akatsuki, and that's what they do.
Yeah,
except Sasuke,
unlike
because he's a
Sasuke
moron.
and his team of jabronis.
I think that might be generous.
Mm.
So, Killer B tries to use his chakra, but Kisame eats it all. And then he reveals his big-ass ultimate cool technique, making a gigantic dome of water that's like 3 miles big and transforming into a shark thing with the help of...
Going all street sharks.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Street sharks.
Okay.
Street sharks. I don't remember.
Imagine Hero
Classic.
Turtles, or where the hell you had, only stupider.
If you need,
I don't know Street Sharks. I know Sharky and George.
Oh, dude, Street Sharks was a classic from like the early 90s.
Classic.
Classic. It was.
That's a generous thing.
It was the funniest shit. There you go.
I know what the street sharks are.
I was helping Casey.
They were like...
Oh, that's cool. I'm okay.
They were, they were half man and half shark.
They fought half men, half lobsters. Oh.
Sure.
But anyway, Kisame is their progeny, apparently, because this is what he transforms into. And he's drowning Killer B. Pretty much. That's basically if he can't beat Killer B, which he's actually doing a pretty good job of at this point, he's going to drown him off eventually. And Kisame is about to finish him off and cut his legs off because that's what he does when he beats somebody.
That's his thing. Yeah.
It is his thing.
Nose up a little bit.
I mean, it's not a bad idea.
It's a shot.
It's not a bad idea, actually. I mean, if you're capturing someone, you want to make sure they don't run away again. So what better way to do that than cut their legs off?
Pragmatic.
Yeah. But Samed, the sword, Samehada, that's how I think you pronounce it.
Samehada.
Yeah.
Samehada, turns on him because Killer B has better chakra. The sword would know since it had been eating an assload of it for the entire fight. And starts healing Killer B instead and giving it chakra back. So Kisame still is badass enough to get ready to kill him off anyway, but the Raikage shows up because his little meeting with the Kages is over, and he finds his brother. And in one move, they decapitate Kisame with a double lariat. Twin lariat.
Yeah.
His head pops off like a cork.
I wish there was a sound effect, but there isn't.
Give
Someone
me
just
enough time
actually
and
do
I'll
the popping
give me enough
sound.
time, and somebody's probably done it.
Yeah, so that happened, and Kisame's quote-unquote dead.
Yeah. And on the way back, Danzo issues an order to his men. Go get the Byakugan back, because that dude, he's not supposed to have it. Go get that shit from him. So Danzo's two flunkies go and try and get it back, but they fail miserably, because guess who the Kirigakure guy with the Byakugan has with him? He has a Kage, and you can't beat that.
Not when you're a root mook.
Yeah, the thing about being a bodyguard for a Kage means you have a Kage for a bodyguard.
Pretty much, yeah.
I think I was actually getting the better end of the deal there. Really.
Well, I mean, half the things he says winds up with May threatening to kill him, so I'm not sure about that.
She does that all the time, so no big deal.
So, anyway. Sakura meets up with Naruto. Sakura's group, which comprised of Kiba, Rock Lee, and Sai, meets up with Naruto. And in order to end, we find out everything that's going on right now. They've designated Sasuke as the man they're going to kill. And then...
Here we go.
In order to keep...
this is it.
Yeah. In order to keep Naruto from burdening himself with his search to give up Sasuke, his promise of a lifetime that he gave her, Sakura says she doesn't need him to go after Sasuke anymore because she loves Naruto. Yep.
Yeah. It's probably my favorite thing in I don't know, it's on the top list of things that I love about this series, that Naruto calls her out on her shit pretty much instantly.
Yeah.
Mm.
He hates people who lie to themselves, apparently.
Apparently.
Bit of a hypocrite. But, I do like the fact that it's kind of letting Sakura off the hook for being, you know, the worst thing in the series, at least just for this, because she's basically letting Naruto off the hook regardless of what he says. So, he doesn't have to go for Sasuke for her. He's doing it for himself, which means he's being stupid all on his own. Sakura gets none of the blame for it anymore.
Yep.
I don't know. I think she still gets you for setting him on the path in the first place.
A little bit, yeah, but...
By the time,
we'll never know whether he would have done it himself. I feel like he would have.
This is like 3 years later. He's too stuck in his ways now. It's too late. She did this to him. It's habit by now.
Yeah, Naruto can't quit him.
Yeah, it's a carnal desire, one might say.
Oh, that's what this series needed. Brokeback Mountain quotes. That's great.
But, all right. I wouldn't know, but all right.
That was the famous line. That's the only line I know.
Oh.
Fortunately.
Yeah, I never saw that film. Probably should. It's like supposed to be a classic or something.
I heard it was pretty good.
I don't watch a lot of films anyway. So yeah, Naruto calls her out on a shit, and she's like, "Oh, but we need to kill him because he's a bad guy, and he's literally killing people we care about now."
It's becoming kind of an issue.
Yeah. And actually join the enemy, and is at this very moment trying to kill our Kage. Much as we might dislike the fact that he's our Kage, he is our Kage. He is basically our head of the military, and he is trying to assassinate this person. That is called high treason.
Yeah, but he's Naruto's friend, so it's okay.
Yeah. Which, as much as it sucks, he carries a lot of weight. I know people don't consider them canon, but he saved, like, what, a dozen small villages? That stuff adds up.
Yeah, these dozens of villages that he saves and what Slicer believes is canon filler stuff. How many of them are in this? How many of them are fighting this war?
They're minor villages. They wouldn't come into play anyway.
Why not, exactly?
Shouldn't they be
none
trying
of them
to help?
They should, yeah, but none of them have anything over, like, B rank shinobi. I think that's the deal.
The army is comprised of B and C rank shinobi. They're called cannon fodder. They're called red.
Yeah. There are like 20 shinobi that can actually win a fight.
By themselves, anyway.
That's why so many died to plant Zetsu. Goddamn useless.
But it meant that the ones that can actually kill shit weren't busy killing thousands upon thousands of Zetsu that were constantly attacking them. They were a distraction, and they were a good one. So, you know, couldn't have hurt to have more.
Yeah, but if they weren't in the way, then like an A rank could have just gone like, wide range attack and killed like hundreds at a time.
Yeah, but then you get into a war of attrition, and the A rankers get tired and end up running on fumes, and then they get killed by a lucky shot, and that's a bad way to go. You don't want these A rankers to lose their dignity for the sake of a few lives.
I mean, no one wants. No one wants
because they're not fighting this war to save lives at all.
No one wants to put on their headstone "Killed by Plant Zetsu." No one wants that.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
I mean, thousands did go out like that, but if you're an important person, you don't want to go out like that.
No, die to the flamboyant plant man is not a good way to die.
So anyway, well, Naruto is thinking and pondering, and he's Achilles in his tent. Toby appeared before Danzo, who is still running for his life from the Land of Iron, by the way. Just teleports in front of him, drops Sasuke there, and he's like, go get him, dude.
Enjoy.
And Sasuke does enjoy.
Yeah.
Because now it's on. Danzo versus Sasuke. You had my family killed, bitch. Now I'm going to kill you. And to which Danzo ups the ante, but like, I didn't just have your family killed. I took their eyes and put 10 of them on my arm.
Yeah. See, Danzo might not quite know that Sasuke has declared Konoha his enemy at this point. He probably just thinks, okay, this guy wants to kill me. He has a pretty good reason to want to kill me. Maybe I'll give him a reason to hate everything I stand for. That seems like a good idea. I'm going to show him what I did with all of his family's remains. This is a good plan.
Yeah, he could have done that fight without showing off his arm, really.
I mean, he didn't need to show.
Honestly,
did he need to show his arm to use the arm's power?
No.
Yeah.
The extra ones were just for using Izanagi and Izanami, so, you know.
Well, actually, he did have to take off he had like a big, gigantic brace with a seal on it.
Oh, right. Yeah, that was... so they didn't suck up Chakra, which would have killed him in like half an hour. It should have.
Yeah. So Sasuke pretty much talks to Danzo and confirms everything that he was told by Toby. Yes, I made Itachi kill the clan, blah, blah, blah. I'm the man responsible. And Sasuke begins forming his Susanoo out of anger. Susanoo, whatever the fuck. Out of anger and rage and hatred. And it's black colored because darkness.
But it's covered in Amaterasu, the flames. So at least that part makes sense.
Mm.
And he pretty much squashes Danzo instantly. But then Danzo reveals his respawn power.
So then it just basically becomes a battle of whack-a-mole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Back and forth until Danzo runs out of eyes. And Sasuke learns that there's a 60-second time limit to using any given Izanagi, so whenever he kills Danzo, Danzo gets 60 free seconds of unlimited you can't kill me-ism. And you do whatever he wants for a full minute. So Sasuke... Go ahead.
He doesn't take much advantage of that. He kind of stands around and just goes, ha, 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 you can't kill me in this time frame.
Maybe it's just 60 seconds of intangibility, so you can't kill him, but he can't really do that much to you either.
Maybe. I don't know, they didn't really explain it overly much.
I mean, to my memory, I think Sasuke also revealed that he had hawks in this fight. And
yeah, because that was established at some point. Nope,
yeah.
No, it wasn't. That just sort of came out of nowhere.
All of a sudden, he has hawks now. With the snakes made sense because he was Orochimaru's student, so you could learn how to summon in 3 years.
Oh, wait, no. They did reveal that he has hawks at one point before this, when they renamed the team from Snake to Hawk, which was when Toby got to them.
Huh.
Yeah, it was symbolic at that point, or something.
Yeah, we're not snaky people anymore. We're birdie people.
Never mind.
Why didn't they just give him phoenixes? I mean, they're not even being remotely subtle anymore, so just go for it.
So anyway, Sasuke winds up tricking Danzo into thinking that he has one more Izanagi left, but he doesn't, so he lets Sasuke stab him, just so he can stab Sasuke. It's a gambit that works.
Yay.
Danzo is gravely hurt and takes Karin hostage, because that'll work.
Yeah.
Sasuke
cares about other people. Totally.
He cares so much that he stabs through Karin with the Chidori long spear thing, just so he can get Danzo through the heart. And he thanks Karin for her sacrifice. Not really.
Yeah, not so much.
You lost value to me as soon as he took you hostage.
I'd like to say this is where a lot of Sasuke fans turned on him, but it really isn't.
No. I don't think they ever particularly turned on him.
They'd stuck with him for this long. They were here for the long haul.
Yeah.
That's an unfortunately good point, yes.
Alright. I need to pee a ridiculous amount, so,
I'm going to wrap this up.
you just keep going, and I'll be right back.
Okay.
Alrighty.
So after this, Danzo does the one super cool thing that I think he actually did. He had a suicide seal on himself. If anyone killed him, he'd let it go, and it would
That
pretty
really
much
should just been like common usage amongst shinobi. Like
pretty much.
they had
like
the whole thing about like if there's a dead body, just scavenge the shit out of it to get all you can out of it. That kind of seal should have been common.
Oh yeah.
Like the second it activates, it'll pretty much suck anything in like a big amount of space around them into his body and seal it away. Now, it didn't work, which makes me sad because it was a really cool move. But I just like that particular technique. It's really Danzo-esh.
It's pretty cool, yeah.
So, as Sasuke is playing to finish off Karin because she's a loose end, Sakura arrives.
Yay.
Yep. See, she had a team with her, but she pretty much wound up drugging all of them. So they didn't follow her and get involved, which makes no sense. Because her plan was to lull Sasuke into a false sense of security by declaring that she's defected from Konoha for him. Then she's going to kill him.
Because that totally worked the first time.
Yeah. Sasuke doesn't care, however, and pretty much decides he's going to kill her. Because she's lying. But Kakashi arrives, because he does that sometimes, and stops Sasuke's attack.
He is one of the hero ninja. He needs to have one contractual big damn hero moment every, 100 chapters?
Right. What did I miss?
Everything. We're done.
Pretty much. Danzo's dead. Sakura finds Sasuke, says she's going to defect with him, but uses it as a guise to kill him. And then Kakashi arrives to save her when that shit goes tits up.
Okay. Cool. I missed the boring stuff then.
You missed the rest of the stuff, because that was it.
No, you still got the Naruto Sasuke fight. It's just a fight.
That was where they ended the arc.
Oh, well, I can summarize the rest of it then. Naruto shows up to save the day, or something, because Kakashi was stupid and couldn't really fight Sasuke. So he shows up and is like, hey, I've decided I need to fight Sasuke for reasons. Oh no, wait. Okay, I skipped a bit. Sorry, I'll jump back. Naruto's having his existential crisis and decides, okay, I need to go see Sasuke, and I'm going to decide what I'm going to do when I get there. So he goes, he gets to fight, and he's like, okay, I've decided I'm going to fucking have to fight him, and we're probably both going to die. And that's what he tells Sasuke. And they fight, and Sasuke's eyes basically run out of juice.
Yeah, he's blind at this point.
Yeah. So Toby shows up and says, hey, your eyes are useless, you are not going to win this fight anymore, so I'm going to get rid of you. You're going to go home. And we'll talk about this when we get home.
Pretty much.
Yeah, so...
Sounds like an angry dad picking up someone from a party.
He pretty much is. Well, an uncle, I guess.
At this point, yeah.
Yeah. So, and Naruto says, like, hey, just let me say this one thing. I know we had our differences and stuff, but you're still a super cool guy, and I love you. I mean, you're important to me, Sasuke, and stuff. And I know we're probably going to die when we fight, but that's okay, because, you know, at least we'll die together.
Yeah, I'll take that burden.
Be together in eternity. For all time. Forever,
I mean,
ever, never.
not in a loving way, but just in a bro way, you know?
Yeah.
Bros for life. Bros.
Yeah, I mean, we're totally... we can hang out in the afterlife and score chicks and stuff. Yeah. So, that's pretty much it. Sasuke gets boogered off, and Naruto's like, whatever. It'll happen. Let's go fight this war, huh? Sounds cool. That's pretty much it.
Yeah.
I imagine they made that into its own arc for no apparent reason. Just that one fight, but whatever. So, viewer listener responses then, I guess we're on to, right?
Yeah.
Sure.
Let's get rid of all... You're done with all that depressing stuff.
Okay, so... Question from last week was, what was the worst part of Itachi's plan? Not including the drug-induced accidental torture session that we mentioned last week. So, new commenter, apparently. Looks like, anyway. Never seen him before. Jokey Boy. It's a good name.
Yeah.
Just wondering, are you going to cover the Team Sasuke versus Killer Bee fight? Not anymore.
You comment a bit late on that, but
Yeah.
So be happy.
The worst part of Itachi's plan was the first time he used Tsukuyomi on Sasuke. Why the hell did he decide that particular jutsu was needed? I feel he could have just used a regular genjutsu to show Sasuke that he killed their parents. Not the whole, you know what would be really good motivation? Horrific trauma. In fact, I'm pretty sure that was his first time using it. Now that he mentions it, probably was, actually. It probably messed Itachi up pretty bad, too. I can't imagine the equivalent of hearing a child screaming in your head for 3 full days is any fun. What the fuck? Now that you mention that?
It wasn't it probably wasn't 3 days for Itachi. You probably just put the image in Sasuke's head, and bam, it was like that. Then he heard Sasuke scream in real life, or whatever happened. And that was it. But in Itachi's defense, when he defected, or when this happened, he was like, what, 13? I mean, what 13-year-old doesn't want to play with some kick-ass new thing that they got? He probably just got Tsukuyomi. I have a technique that can make you see whatever I want for 3 days? When am I going to use this? And, you know, big brothers try things out on their little brothers all the time.
It's true.
Ken is making some very good points.
As an older brother of 2, I can confirm this.
Hey, Sasuke, I killed our parents. But you know what? I got this neat new thing to show you. Check this out. Tsukuyomi. Cool, right? That was 3 days, right? Awesome. That's what Jisui said would happen.
Okay. Also, why did we never get to see Kirin again? That was a really cool jutsu. I feel that could have been snuck in again at tons of points before the end. I'm pretty sure that required very specific circumstances to work.
The setup for that was a bitch.
The lightning storm one?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was specific.
Yeah. But if you liked it, then you can use it over and over and over again in the games.
Cool.
Bit of plugging right there.
It's Sasuke's finishing.
It's an ultimate technique.
Ah.
It's pretty great, though. He does the line every time. It's pretty awesome. Kind of. I will be no fun, be serious instead. Itachi, who was so loyal to the village and Hokage that he works against his own clan, forgot to inform them some evil mastermind with Sharingan who offered to him to off most Uchihas exist. That's a really weirdly structured sentence. Who am I kidding? The worst part was that he didn't kill Sasuke.
A little bit,
Both
yeah.
valid points, yeah.
Well, Sasuke was 7 at this point, so he wasn't a dick yet.
Granted, yes. He
He
was
was
just
kind of a
little brother who
brat, but I mean, it wasn't...
He was bratty, but you don't kill people for being bratty. Usually.
Well, not in our
Unless
world. Maybe in that one they kind of do. Like, you know, this era isn't working out.
I'd
Maybe
be
we
okay
should just
with
like
it,
make
given
another one.
given what bratty characters are like in Naruto, I'd pretty much be okay with it. Freaking Naruto and Sasuke. That'd be okay. I'd be fine with that. Just get rid of him from the offing. That'd be nice. Bring in an actual decent protagonist.
That'd be a nice change.
Pain also has to manually control 7 bodies at all times, move differently with each one, know exactly which vision to link to which body in order to dodge stuff flying in, and do it all on Kage Elite Jonin level. Ish. The Elite Jonin thing I'm not entirely sure was accurate given Konohamaru winning a fight.
Which still makes no sense.
I think you could maybe class them all as Chunin, just with superpower techniques. They're all actually genuinely rubbish, as ninjas go.
Except when Kakashi gets his shit wrecked.
Again, superpower technique. That would take like 6 times the processing power of a normal ninja brain, much more than Kabuto, who managed to memorize every single muscle movement and use them completely out of order when Tsunade hit him with the nerve scrambler when she rewired his whole body and in a few minutes he could fight again. What the fuck was that sentence? I didn't even... What?
Okay, when Kabuto fought Tsunade back during the, when they were searching for Tsunade back in the first part, she hit him with this thing. She, like, tapped him on the back of the neck and, like, every single nerve in his body. Like, if he wanted to move his arm, he'd end up blinking or something.
Yeah. He figured that out instantly with no mistakes. It was weird.
And they let him. They gave him the time to do it.
Well, Kabuto, something happened and he wound up bleeding. And this is back when Tsunade had fear of blood. So it paralyzed her for long enough for him to get his shit together.
Yeah. Though, 5 minutes to get that sorted. Do you know those things in some games where it swaps directions, so left is right and right is left and up is down and down is up?
Yeah.
I am immediately reminded of the Psycho Mantis fight from Metal Gear Solid.
I am reminded of the confusion effect from Psychonauts. Basically does the exact same thing. Yeah. So, imagine that, but for every single muscle in your body.
Oh, it's on a more intense though, because it's not even just opposite, it's just random.
Yeah. So, first you have to figure out that it's happening. Second, you have to figure out exactly what each and every single one of them do. Third, you have to practice so that you know which one to get right and how to not muck it up by accident. And then you need to do that while in the middle of combat.
It'd be like trying to play co-op on hard difficulty.
While blindfolded or something.
See, this is why moments like that are why I thought Kabuto had potential to be a really good villain. Because he had moments like this where he did badass things.
I would think that too if the people writing it had fully considered all the specifics of this, but it was just glossed over.
Oh well. Stevens. First of all, I blame the Saratobi and his advisors for not coming up with a better plan than killing the Uchiha clan. Itachi and teams of Anbu should have been tasked with capturing all the traitors instead of killing them. During Itachi's mind rape of Sasuke, he should have gave him the images of the coup and told Sasuke how much he means to him. Itachi really shouldn't have sacrificed himself for Sasuke. Okay, for the whole killing the Uchiha clan, I get some of it.
It still would have ended up in a war.
Probably. I mean, the thing is, the leadership of the Uchiha clan were all in, which means you would have to capture the entirety of the leadership of the Uchiha clan, which would mean all of the ones that were kind of sitting it out, they're not really keen on this whole overthrowing the government thing, would then think, okay, maybe our leaders were right about the whole they have a hard-on for getting rid of the Uchihas. Okay, we're going to have to fight this out. because they're going to try and kill us otherwise.
That's how that would have worked.
Yeah, if they tried doing it through legitimate means, then it just would have ended up with combat anyway, because the rest of the Uchihas wouldn't have taken it.
Yeah, probably. I don't know. Considering how strictly the clans in this series are run, they probably had a lot of people that just don't want to deal with it anymore.
Mm.
And they'd be completely fine with everyone just dying, so they could just live their lives.
Itachi and teams of others should have been tasked with capturing the trace instead of killing them. No, he said that. During Itachi's mind rape of Sasuke, he should have given him the images of the coup and told Sasuke how much he means to him. 7.
Yeah, all he would have really seen at that point is, yeah, this is the guy that killed my whole family.
Mm.
I love you, dude. Killed your whole family. Totally love you. You pick which is the more important message out of that.
Mm.
Yeah, he would have cared more about his family than he would about the village at that point, so, yeah. Doesn't help.
Yeah. Cynic's Rise. Pretty sure the lightsaber was anime filler only, thus not an actual manga. RIP. I don't care. It's a fucking lightsaber.
Yeah.
It can be wherever it wants to be.
Yeah.
You hypocritical asshole.
Actually, didn't they bring him back for the fucking resurrection technique thing?
Yeah, but that filler for the light with the lightsaber was in was after that.
What? No, I mean the resurrection thing from Kabuto when he did the whole.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they resurrected the ninja who had a lightsaber because why if he didn't have a lightsaber?
Oh.
So it's canon retroactively because they brought it back in the manga.
That
I
just
don't remember
means my
that
argument
paper.
holds more weight, because it, yeah.
Okay. Mine gets validation from the actual source. Yours is just saying it's canon because it's canon.
Yeah, but, okay. Just because it's simple doesn't mean it's wrong.
Shut up, Slicer. Anyway, an issue with Itachi's plan, the fact that he had a way to give Sasuke the manga kyo, but never lured Sasuke into a Tsukuyomi and explained the procedure so that they could trade eyes and not contract a disease that would eventually kill them.
No, wait, that makes sense. I never understood why they didn't just trade eyes.
That's absolutely true, but I think the disease thing was not part of the eye thing. That's just
got the disease after he left somehow. It wasn't about the Sharingan at all.
Yeah, that was
Yeah,
just him catching something.
Yeah, but still, the eye trading makes all the sense.
It does.
It does.
It's sort of,
But
actually...
this way, Sasuke gets the eyes anyway. Or theoretically.
Yeah.
Also, here's how I see it. The Sharingan is the eyes of misery, right? So all of its power-ups are earned, I guess, through losing someone and feeling bad about it. Feeling misery.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. Even if you don't actually feel bad about it, it still requires a sacrifice.
I always felt like that eyes of hatred and misery and bullshit, I always thought that was just hyperbolic, poetic bullcrap that that was not actually backed up by anything. Like the whole you have to swap eyes with your brother thing. Maybe it just has to be another Uchiha.
That's exactly what it...
No one tried it.
Doesn't have to.
I thought that's exactly what it was.
It was an Uchiha who's related to you, I think.
Yeah, that's
So
what they said,
just
because it
being
was
an
Madara's brother and it was Itachi and Sasuke that swapped eyes. No one else did. So there's no proof that you can't just do it with any Uchiha.
Well, even if it's just family, they're a damn clan. They're related somehow.
Yeah.
True.
I just thought the whole eyes of hatred thing was bullshit. It's just, fucking emo bullshit. I'm a sad person and thus I get superpowers. And fuck you. No, that's not true.
But this
That's
is
a
showing
terrible
that's
reason
how
to
it
get
works.
superpowers. No, Shonen, you get superpowers by working ridiculously hard. That's how it works, or how it's supposed to work in most of them. Or having friends, granted.
Oh, okay. Let me specify that. He's the anti-hero, pretty boy, stoic character. So that's how he gets his power-ups. Naruto does friendship.
And Destiny.
Yeah, and Destiny.
Fucking Destiny. I really should have known that would be a crap game just based on the title.
And with
Destiny, topic change.
With Destiny, we seg into Neji, and with Neji, we seg into the next part of Sin X Rise's question. Anyone remember the old days?
Fuck.
When it was believed that the Byakugan could match the Sharingan in power, or just how hyped up it was in the beginning?
In fairness, it could match up with the Sharingan in power. It could not match up with the Mangekyo Sharingan in power, which almost none of the Uchiha had.
Yeah.
It also felt that anyone who had the Byakugan had never had anything that the Sharingan could copy.
That's true. They all just focused on a very specific fighting style that they could only do because they had those eyes. A Sharingan could copy it, but it wouldn't work.
Sort of. I mean, I'm of the belief you can use the Gentle Fist. It's just a bastardized version that does not have any finesse to it. You're just destroying things.
Mm.
So I think that was part of the plan for one of my picks for Naruto to use. It was like in combination with the Goken guy's fighting style. He just destroyed things when he punched people. Punch explosions.
That's why I always viewed Tsunade's thing as a bastardization of the Gentle Fist.
True. That might be what it is. I don't know. Or at least on
Tsunade's. No, Tsunade's is just...
Punch shit, chakra, explosion at the end, and blah. Instant sinkhole.
I don't even know what Tsunade's is supposed to be.
Hers is the moment she makes direct contact with something, she releases all of her chakra at the point of contact, and boom.
Well, okay then. Begs the question of why anyone else couldn't do that, but whatever.
Sounds pretty simple.
The control needed, but it doesn't seem that complex, so I don't know.
All of my chakra doesn't seem like it would need a lot of control, to be honest with you.
No, not really.
Ghost 132435. I lost my shit when Casey mentioned the lightsaber. Oh, you'll never let yourself forget that, will you?
Will you?
Did I talk about that in this?
Yeah, you did.
I'm pretty sure that was because of a question in the podcast.
You did it in both.
It first came up in the podcast, but then it got referenced in the Manga Reflux.
I don't know. The biggest flaw has to be him torturing Sasuke to make him stronger, as we all know what that leads to. Yeah, pretty much. Oh, fuck you, F, really? Okay. Alright, the worst part of Itachi's plan is that he clearly doesn't understand how people work and makes some big assumptions on that front that turn out really wrong. The second part is joining a terrorist organization to keep an eye on them when he hasn't even gone through puberty yet. How much do you want to bet that Itachi died a virgin?
I don't want to bet that he did, because remember, he caught a disease from a mysterious area.
Oh, that would be great.
That wound up killing him. He wound up dying of syphilis like Al Capone, so...
Oh, poor Itachi. I feel way more sorry for him now. How could you ever trust a one-night stand or whore when you work for S-class ninja villains? Well, apparently Itachi did. Well, he has super genjutsu powers, so he could do whatever he fucking wants, really. Oh, now I just made Itachi rape villain. Great.
That's a bit dark, but I mean, you're not wrong.
That's what this series needed. Okay, great. Moving on swiftly, the Sasuke Deidara fight was bullshit, and actually it was a big warning sign for me as how the series was going to go. The worst part was that they specifically said that Sasuke was very low on chakra to the point of exhaustion, and Deidara set up his final bomb, so what did he do? Sasuke summoned a boss-level animal. jumped in its mouth, and if I remember correctly, uses space-time ninjutsu that was never mentioned before or ever again and teleported away. Huh.
I'm not sure if he used it to teleport away. I'm pretty sure he used it to get Manda there in the first place because Manda wouldn't come to him without, some sort of prompting. I don't remember.
I'm more worried about the boss level summon, considering, that required Naruto levels of chakra to get it done at the beginning.
Yeah.
So Sasuke apparently is closing on Biju levels of chakra at this point, at 17 years old. I mean, yes, Jiraiya, Tsunade, and Orochimaru can do it, but they're, in their 50s and have been ninja, and top-class ninja at that, for the entirety of their lives.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And all of them have jutsu or things they do that take a lot of chakra. Medical jutsu, I don't know if it takes a lot or it's just intensive for a long time, but whatever. They all use chakra regularly, so they would get more.
If Amaterasu was hotter than the sun, wouldn't it ignite the atmosphere? In reality, yes. In bullshit fucking writer logic, fuck no.
Who says that it's hotter than the sun? Because...
Itachi, I believe.
Okay. Then it's just
How did
bragging
I know this?
at that point. It's once more that little brother, here, look at this cool thing. He's not... He has no idea what he's talking about. It's just cool, and he wants to show it off.
Yeah, that makes sense. I like this explanation, by the way.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Check it out, bro. You got close, but I just one-upped you again.
Check out this giant purple samurai armor thing. It's great. Oh, wait, his was orange,
Oh,
wasn't it?
Sasuke, that's a nice fireball you got there. Check out mine. It's black, and it burns 7 days. Oh, and it's hotter than the sun. Yes, it is, Sasuke. It is hotter than the sun. You don't know anything.
Don't you doubt your older brother?
You ever been the sun? Well, there you go, then. You can talk. All right. It's really not surprising that the comment section here is so good. Well, thank you very much. I assume that's a compliment for us and not for you guys who are awesome. Think about your viewership for a second. To the best of my knowledge, you guys only advertise through plugs on your own stories. Maybe the other authors that notice you all are on the show. People that read you or other fics are going to generally be people who like good fan fiction, reading manga, reading in general, and writing techniques, and like you guys because they read your fics, and people who would be recommended it by word of mouth probably share a few of these traits as well. On top of that, your community is small enough that you can actually interact with it directly without it being overwhelming, and it certainly helps that most people don't have a good outlet for fan fiction discussion. Most of my friends are huge nerds, but I'm the only one into this. That sucks. Get your friends and...
I know, don't keep it to yourself.
Yeah. So I like to sit here and type out long-winded speeches on the nerd shit I usually don't get to cover. Yeah, you do. We're about halfway through this comment, by the way. And I myself am only here because I read an author's note by Kenshi and thought, sure, I don't know the other guys, but Kenshi seems pretty cool, I'll check it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ken.
What? Why did you sound mad just now?
Hint, hint.
You don't include it in your author's notes very much. That's what he's getting at.
That is true. I've probably seen it maybe 3 times.
Well, you want me to do it every week?
Yes!
How hard would that be?
Well, with every update, yes. I mean, a little segment in bold. That's what I did.
Yeah, well, then I'll get...
Just have that shit on copy-paste.
But then every single week, it'll be like, why do you keep putting this in your comments every week?
Because it's awesome, and I like the fact that I do it, and everyone else should like it. That's why.
Also, you're still part of the group, unless you're leaving for whatever reason. I mean, you're still part of it.
He's gonna have.
I'm not going corporate for
solo
anybody.
career.
I'm not going corporate for anybody. Kenshi 618's for the people, not for the corporations.
How is this corporate? You're plugging a thing that you do.
Yeah, it's a bit confusing.
Shut up.
Kenchi's ashamed of us.
If I was ashamed of you, I wouldn't bring it up at all.
Fair enough.
Now continue reading, because there's more about Kenchi.
I then proceeded to shotgun all the episodes with Kenchi and... Kenchi does not deserve this praise. Plug this fucking thing, for Christ's sake. Until I was caught up and I'm going through old episodes that I didn't cover whenever there's nothing else on YouTube. Then I said a few kind words to Casey, apparently became his favorite, and proceeded to post long-winded comments pretty much every week. And the rest is history.
Hold
Hi,
on,
guys.
I'd like to... Wow, you're super late.
I know I'm super late. I fell asleep and then I had a dream. I had a dream where my mom was like, "Hey, how was your podcast?" And I yelled, "Oh crap!" in my dream, and that woke me up.
Seriously.
Yeah.
That's pretty great.
Yeah. So sorry.
Great. Welcome to the podcast. We're doing the introspective still. We're in the comment section.
Say hi to Hugh.
Hi, Hugh. How you doing?
I'm doing well.
Good.
Nice,
Okay.
nice to see you join us.
Meanwhile,
Late.
Kenchi reigned undefeated as my personal favorite, followed by Casey, Zero, and Slicer, only for Casey to release the astounding Naruto Fox, as well as having some good HP fix to browse when I'm in the mood, leading to a current time. Oh! That Kenchi has the upper hand in. Oh.
So it's not a tie.
I told you not to read this paragraph. I warned you.
Oh.
So
Because he
you
actually
saving
updates
it?
his fix. Yeah, okay.
Fair enough.
This is a fair up, yeah.
Frequently.
Frequently, yeah. Okay, I get the picture. Then there's Zero and Slicer, where Zero is absolutely adorable, but Slicer stays in the running by being lemon-flavored.
What? Oh, right. Fair enough.
Plus, that Dark Souls one-shot was very interesting, but don't worry, I love all of you, just not equally. Thanks. Come on, Casey, you're telling me you don't think Sasuke has incest constantly shoved into the back of his mind. All the yaoi fanfictions are there for a reason, clearly. Fair cop?
Yeah.
So what you're saying, Zero, is that the Naruto-Sasuke battle finally comes to a close when Naruto pops Sasuke's black cherry.
Ah!
Wait. What did I say?
I
Oh,
don't know,
boy.
but what the fuck?
That was a comment.
Oh, hey, that reminds me. Do you think Hitsugai is actually dead? I mean, well, yes, he's a soul reaper, so yes. By definition, he is dead.
He'll be back. He won the popularity contest, so
Like 16 times in a row.
yeah, he'll be back.
I still want him to come back and still be a zombie, and everyone just conveniently ignores it. Like,
Yeah,
his
that's probably
arm
what's gonna
falls
happen.
off in the middle of a meeting, and they're just like, oh, that was the wind.
Yeah. Drafty in here. That seems like a lot of investment in a character for such a lackluster death. Punctuated by the fact that Iron Slicer forgot he even died. Zombified. Whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, that dark bone thing was definitely a turn off?
Fair
I don't get
enough.
it.
That's pretty much... He means he was with you until you mentioned it was a turn off.
Oh, right, okay.
And it is kind of exotic. I was a fan of it.
Oh. Of course you were.
Here's the thing. Kenchi 618 is a gentleman, so I don't need her to use her mouth. I would never ask that. I'm a gentleman.
Sure you would. You absolutely would. The sewing sword was so fucking cool and stupid at the same time, it's great.
It was not cool. Why was it cool?
It was silly.
You're mistaking interesting for cool.
A sewing sword does sound like the coolest thing, though. Hey, I can use it to sew your mouth shut.
You know what else does that? A needle.
Hey. But
It seems kind of pointless.
Haha, needle, point. I get it. Feel my pain. I make those all the time. Now somebody else has to suffer.
They already saw.
I need a desk. I need a desk really bad right now.
They already had someone that could sew things. His name was Kakazu. He died.
Yeah, that's a shame. Lockman. Sasuke brought people with him because he didn't want to set up camp. Also a fair point.
That's basically like, I wouldn't be surprised if that was the point.
Yeah, I wouldn't be either.
Okay, we're almost at 2 hours now, and I've still got one comment to read. Fucking hell, Neil.
And it's a huge one.
Did I say please write an essay or something? Jesus Christ.
Hold on. I'm going to word count this.
Okay, let me know when I get to a stopping point.
No problem.
Answer. Fault with the Uchiha massacre plan. He didn't question any part of the plan. He just gave the elders his one condition that was ready to kill everyone in the clan. Good point. Hiruzen and Itachi should have made a new plan in secret in which the targets of the assassination would have included Danzo. Oh, Danzo, Homura, and Koharu.
The elders.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not entirely sure why that was... whatever. Who
Everyone
Itachi
has
should
well.
not have trusted anyway because they were all thought to be biased against the Uchiha clan by the Nidaime, who is a bit Uchiha-phobic in canon, along with every Uchiha that believed in Fugaku's stupid plan of one clan, which everybody else is already wary of, taking over the strongest village in the elemental nations.
Would be kind of an issue, yeah.
He blindly followed out the massacre without even considering what it would mean for a military to lose some of its important assets just to root out, pun not intentional, a small number of traitors.
Apparently that military didn't care that much.
He didn't rescue Sasuke from Orochimaru after killing him in the guise of being sent by Pain to kill Orochimaru, because being in the hands of Orochimaru was better for the one person who you love very much rather than him being in Konoha. Yeah, that's...
Well, I mean, to do that, you would have to find Orochimaru.
Yeah, I think that was actually the main problem, why they didn't just go after Sasuke right away. He kept moving around.
One way to deal with the Uchiha uprising could have been to clear the air about the Kyuubi attack by blaming the enemies of the village for the attack, thus uniting the village in the face of a common unseen enemy and not letting rumors about it being an inside job circulate. See, this was a retcon. There was nothing about the Kyuubi being set on the village by an Uchiha until well into the second part.
Yeah.
So, this entire plot was basically retconned in. The entirety of the plan, the Moon's Eye plan, and all that stuff, it was an entire retcon right from the very beginning. Great. And that's why none of this makes sense. So, comments. This episode was the best out of the high on drugs, Itachi going with the mascot. Yeah, thanks. I appreciate it. But we're already at about 2 hours, so I'm going to really rush through this. Yeah. Sasuke was feeling homesick. He wanted a fangirl, a cool guy, and an idiot to tag on the team when he went to kill Itachi. He was missing his old team.
Who was the idiot?
Yeah.
Who was the idiot?
Suigetsu, probably.
Yeah.
So I guess it wasn't that dumb, though.
That's why it wasn't the perfect
team. He was
team.
more butt monkey than stupid.
That's why it wasn't a perfect team. You need a real idiot, but real idiocy is hard to find. It's something truly only found in shonen protagonists.
And Gaara.
Was Gaara stupid? He was...
No.
I don't know.
He
He had his
had
moments,
that
I
whole...
guess. Was it? You were going to say something, what?
No, it's all good. I blanked really hard.
Don't you dare say Gaara's name in vain on this podcast.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm still trying to get over Kage.
Here's an interesting bit. Maybe the Uchiha clan used drugs as extra assistance for genjutsu creation and learning. This could have been a secret Uchiha technique. Itachi just got hooked and couldn't let go. This was why the clan decided to send him to spy on the elders so that he wouldn't clean out all of the stored drugs for practice. This actually sounds pretty reasonable because genjutsu is about altering reality and forcing people to see reality differently.
Yeah.
So this actually makes a fair amount of sense. Maybe this was the reason for him not being so good at genjutsu. Oh, reason for him being so good at genjutsu. This was why Kurenai couldn't beat him. He had a higher, pun intended, level than her. I don't think even Itachi himself knows whether he's in a genjutsu or not when he's high. That's why it's very difficult for his opponents to beat him, and that is how he got a reputation as being a master of genjutsu. Well,
I think I just got an idea for a character.
sounds reasonable to me.
Alright.
Shit.
That's great.
Itachi Susanoo being a samurai can be because shinobi and samurais have been enemies, and what better way to kill a shinobi than a samurai? I don't know. Gun?
Yeah, I was about to say, a gun.
Sorry, a kunai launcher. Sorry.
An explosive kunai launcher.
Yeah,
Something.
Jiraiya's death was one of the few good deaths in the Naruto series. The scene where Jiraiya drowns while thinking about how his life panned out was very good. Now I want to read a fic where Jiraiya is the protagonist. I read one of those.
Wouldn't it have just been him spying on baths a lot?
Was it like young Jiraiya?
Well, then it would have been spying on Tsunade. He does that entire thing throughout his life, really. That is 90% of his time.
It went more along the lines of Jiraiya becomes Hokage, and thus,
So an
does
age,
whatever
right?
he wants, and what would Jiraiya want to do?
Yeah.
Sakura gets involved.
Yeah.
And then it involved a prolapsed uterus. It got really, really weird.
What?
This is what we call somebody living out a fetish. Yay!
Well, writing one, eh? But yeah. There's some weird shit on the internet. There's some weird shit on fanfiction.net.
I do not claim to know all of it or most of it, but there is some weird stuff.
Yeah. There's some stuff I absolutely regret reading. That was probably one of them.
Yeah, fans don't think Zero's so innocent. I mean, he's on the internet too, which means
Yeah.
it's shit.
I've seen some stuff.
All right. Well, that's the end of this episode. I really want to just get through to the podcast recording so we can get that done and then get to the fucking Let's Play stuff because we're fighting gyms today and I'm fucking psyched about it. So, I guess that does it for Manga Reflux. Oh, question for this week. Favorite Kage? Living Kage. Out of the 5.
That's an easy
Living
one.
at the end of the series, or
Is it an easy one?
It is.
Because
It is for me.
Well, for you, yes, but not everyone's, fight a dude. Well, hand-to-hand fight a dude, anyway.
I actually have to think about that one.
Gonzo counts, if you're wondering.
Oh, okay, so it's just anyone living at any point.
Out of the 6 living Kage, yes.
Okay.
Future Kage don't count, so you can't pick Naruto or Kakashi, but Danzo, Mei, Onaki, Tsunade, and Gaara are your choices. Pick one. Your favorite. Tell us why.
Alright.
Our answers, we already gave them for the last question, so that's cool. Alright, so thanks for listening to Manga Reflux this week. Hopefully we'll have Bleach back next week, and we can do that.
That'd be nice.
Yay.
Bye now.
Bye.
Bye.
See ya.